For Subaru fans, 2021 was a sad year. The legendary WRX STi was discontinued. Even though the STi, rest in peace, is no longer with us, the WRX lives on, and it's a good car. Watch my review on it. It is not that inspiring of a car, but you can get good deals on it, and we'll talk about that at the end. The breaking news, and it's not necessarily breaking because I'm a few days late to this. I really wanted to share my opinion on this. Subaru's just debuted the new performance-focused WRX TS. Now, I was at the LA Auto Show. I gave you guys a quick look at the BRZ TS. It was fine. I don't know if I'd pay more money for it, but it's good to get some special editions here and there. A part of me is excited for this TS because it gives us a little bit of excitement with the WRX that the new generation, if you can get past the unpainted rear bumper and the unpainted fenders, or at least the wheel arches and stuff, I think it's a good looking car. Especially if you get the right colors with it. But all right, so we're going to focus on this WRX TS, and then we'll talk about where it should be priced at and if it should even be worth your consideration for buying. Okay, so it will get its first public appearance tomorrow. Today. It's today, I believe. Gosh, today's June 2nd at the time of this recording at the Wicked Big Meet. Drive mode select with electronically controlled STI-tuned dampers. Okay, so it's getting some STI treatment. Full LCD digital gauge cluster display, exclusive exterior-interior accents, high-performance Brembo braking system featuring gold-colored calipers, really pushing toward the STI identity, right, with those gold accents. 19-inch wheels paired with Bridgestone Potenza S007 tires. We have Recaro Ultrasuede front seats with blue accents, standard EyeSight driver assist technology, even on the manuals, I would assume. Wait, I haven't even read to see if this is a manual or not. If it's not a manual, I might lose my mind. Anyways, arrives at Subaru retailers first quarter of 2025. I know previously the EyeSight was, we're still about 9 months away from this launching. But anyways, the EyeSight, I believe, was only on the CVT models, if I remember right. I really need to look into if there's a manual transmission. Okay, WRX TS comes standard with the legendary symmetrical all-wheel drive, 271 horsepower. It has no additional power. Before I rant on that anymore, same engine, same power, but it has a 6-speed manual. Active torque vectoring is also standard. Isn't torque vectoring standard on all symmetrical all-wheel drive? Correct me if I'm wrong with there. I believe it is. Today it's being shown at the Wicked Big Meet. It's held at Stafford Motor Speedway in Stafford, Connecticut. I don't live anywhere close to there, so I won't be able to give you guys a walk around of this WRX TS. But this is the largest annual gathering of Subaru fans in the United States and at the start of the annual Subi Event Enthusiast Series. Of course, pricing for the WRX TS will be announced later this year. Well, I'm glad it is a manual. At least they did that. Is it addressing the one thing I really wanted on the WRX, which is auto rev matching downshifts? The answer is no. Most people don't care about that. But here's the thing. You can put high performance braking on your standard WRX. I get that. You can do bigger wheels and put better tires on it. The seats are hard to get though, so that's a draw, absolutely. Maybe the additional safety features here. Drive mode select was previously available on the WRX GT, which was only a CVT if I remember correctly, and features electronically controlled STI-tuned dampers that can tailor the dynamic performance to the preferences of the driver with comfort, normal, and sport settings. On the inside, the TS features an all-new 12.3-inch digital gauge cluster offering improved legibility and the capability to prominently show additional information to the driver. Looking at the 2024 model, for example, I do remember analog gauges with a small 4-inch screen or so in between here. Very old school, but I like analog gauges. That doesn't bother me as a car enthusiast to have analog gauges here. Some people much prefer that over a digital experience. Let me know down below if you guys would rather have analog gauges or a more customizable digital display. I'm old school. I can definitely live with this, and that's why I kind of like even Mazda's digital displays still have a retro vibe to them. I should probably look through the photos. I've not looked through the photos. Okay. It's a bit busy, but we do have this fully digital cluster here, and at least it gives us the analog gauges. But let me know if you would rather have a true analog setup or a digital analog setup here. Of course, this is much more customizable than the old setup. These seats look really nice. That's one of the reasons you get this vehicle. And you're going to have TS badging on the vehicle somewhere. It mentions it, but we don't have enough pictures. So if I go back, the rear deck lid now wears the TS badge. Okay, interesting. There's no TS badge on the front of the grille or anything. We still get the large 11.6-inch multimedia screen, which I'm not a big fan of. It's a little bit laggy last time I remember. It's just not the most pleasant to work with, and I'd rather have physical knobs for climate control. So let's go to the builder for the WRX. And yeah, we're going to have to go. I mean, this is kind of building off of the GT model, right? Giving it better brakes, better suspension, better seats. This vehicle, guys, starts at $44,000. Now they're saying, hey, you can get the GT level features with a manual and additional upgrades. What is it going to start at? $50,000? That's my guess. I think it's going to start 47, 48. Best case scenario for the ST. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they priced it at $45K. That's still too much money. $45K for a WRX? Who is going to pay that much? And it's not even an STI, right? They're doing their best to give it the STI treatment without doing any sort of engine performance upgrades or manual transmission performance upgrades. Like I said, no auto rev matching downshifts like you have in a $30,000 Civic Si, for example. It's just not here on the WRX. So this vehicle, it means nothing to me. This ST, it's going to be so low volume. I'm actually going to go to cars.com, look at within 150 miles of my area, and look at some of the trim levels here. They make a lot of premiums. They make a few TRs. They make a few limited and quite a few base. I would only be buying this vehicle in base under MSRP. You can get it for around $31,000, and you might be able to whittle them down even more for the WRX. Man, what do you guys think? It's a fun car to drive. It's not as fun for me as a Civic Si, even though it's faster. But launching these things is a headache, which doesn't make sense since they have all-wheel drive. But pricing this in the mid to upper 30s, a GR Corolla is a better buy. And then when you get in the mid 40s, the Civic Type R is a much better buy, assuming you can get it at MSRP, right? Let me know what your guys' thoughts are. You know, I never had a WRX. I've never owned a Subaru, but I'm still passionate for all Japanese autos, and I grew up idolizing the WRX and the STI. WRX is the only thing that remains, and they're trying to do everything to reel in those STI customers with a TS model. It's just that it's almost like a slap in the face because it's not an STI, even though it might cost. What did an STI cost? If we go back, let's see, let's just go to 21 WRX STI MSRP. I know everything's gotten more expensive. Guys, yes, start at 38 and now we're at 42. This non-STI WRX TS is going to cost at least $45,000, if not closer to $50,000 sticker price. Don't be surprised, guys, due to the market really being difficult right now, that you would be able to get this new WRX TS for well under MSRP. Because look, even the base models are going for under MSRP. I should look at some of the premium models. I'm curious because if we look at the top and look, there's I didn't put in. I was only looking at manuals, but when you put in, I still don't even have the GT as an option here, interestingly. Maybe they know like that model just doesn't sell, so that maybe they're just trying to do something with the GT grade and its features and giving it a manual transmission with more features. And that's what the TS is. But WRX Premium here, let's see here. That's not bad. Low 30s for a premium. Even the premiums are a couple grand under MSRP. I want to look at the TR now. The TR is, wow, that's really, really pricey. It's worth nowhere near that money in my opinion. And what about the limited model? I don't think we've looked at the limited. And yes, these are also 2-3 grand under MSRP as well. Let me know what you guys would be doing with the Subaru WRX TS, spending $45K on it. Is it a logical buy for you? To me, it makes no sense. Let me know what other cars you'd rather have for the mid 30s to the mid 40s. Like I said, this car could even go up to the upper 40s in the TS. So I don't know what to say about it. It just makes me long for the real STI, not this like imposter, which is the WRX TS. They couldn't even give us 5 more horsepower, crying out loud. So I know Brembo brakes, great. Recaro, man, 40K. With 40K, and I'd save some money, I would get the club package on the Miata. I know it's a totally different car, but if you want a fun performance car for 40K, I'd take that over this too. But yeah, I know this has 4 doors, it has all-wheel drive, it's totally different. I get that. This is if you only had one car, the Miata is probably not the right car. That's the second or third car, the Miata. WRX can be your only car, and I get that, but so can a Civic Type R, so can a GR Corolla, for example, and those provide better vehicles for the money. I didn't even mention the Elantra N either. That's also a cracking car, but I gotta shut it down. Thank you guys for watching. Long live the STI. Rest in peace, I should say. Rest in peace, STI. Long live the WRX. This is just not what most of us were wanting, to have a more expensive WRX on the market. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.